Hi, this is our location podcast.
Called Location, Location, Location.
I don't think that's been used before, do you?
No, carry on.
Overall, we wanted to go really all out to use as many different locations as possible instead of simply finding some locations
Up the street or just like we
most
can
other
get.
people did. So we scouted a lot of locations. So far we've scouted the bridge, Malham, the bridge in Otley, Malham, Leeds, the car park in Leeds, Burley at Joel's house and outside its house, Middleton Woods in Ilkley and Ilkley Moor.
But we then opted not to use that one. So we'll just go through those locations a bit more and tell you why we've chosen them. So let's start with the bridge, Joel.
Well, the bridge was mainly, the idea came from the iconic photo shoot which Kevin Cummings did, and the photograph is used as the album artwork for the Greatest Hits, Joy Division. So we thought it's quite an iconic image to most fans. So we thought, why don't we include this in our video? It'll bring more appeal to the older audiences. And we thought we'd just put it on there. We can actually want to achieve that shot as well. It's just something for a bit of intertextuality, going back in history books kind of thing. And it's pretty good. So, can we want to talk about Leeds?
Shut up about Leeds. Leeds car park, it's to the left as you get into Leeds on the train. We've spotted it a few times and we didn't actually, if I remember correctly, it was a very, I can't remember the word, but we didn't know very much about the location and we took a bit of a gamble in scouting it, but it paid definitely, we think it's going to pay off anyway. It's a big empty car park in the evening. During the day, half of it's usually full of cars, but it's very run down. It's basically an industrial wasteland, and we think it's going to be very great to show this kind of industrial side to the video. It's also a very isolated location, even though it's in a city, and it's very run down.
Yep. Continuing the theme of isolation, we've got Malham as our next location. Malham Cove, for those of you that aren't from Yorkshire and don't know about it, is basically a huge limestone rock formation, cliff. So it's really isolated again, but it's rural isolation rather than urban isolation. We're expecting sort of some similar visuals to Enjoy the Silence by Anton Corbijn. It should create some really sort of striking visuals on top of the cove, because you've got the whole view, and it's going to be actually pretty scary for us to film, and I assume it will be for Joel to act in as well. So
Home sweet home.
It's going to be a long trip up there, but we're hoping it'll pay off.
So next we went to, we plan on going to Burley and In My House, which is in Burley. So it's one of the more convenient locations in our schedule, but instead of portraying isolation, it's the total opposite, and it's much more confined. So there's much more close-up shots to portray that confinement and the feeling as though the character is going to be trapped. In Burley, we outside my house, we used a terraced road, which would make it look as though, like in the Macclesfield. It's got kind of idea of Macclesfield, like post-industrial terraced housing. It's got that kind of really dark, gritty look to it, that should on camera look very good to it, especially in the grayscale, which we're planning on doing. And then in my house, we're planning on doing it in my bedroom and under the stairs. There's got a little cupboard in there, which would add. These would be for the cold turkey scenes of the character, and acts as the main base point of the video. So again, they portray much more tighter spaces. So confinement is the key part in this.
Then we've got the woods, which are in Ilkley. So this is going to be quite a long walk up to the woods, and if it's cold, it's going to be cold. This is Middleton Woods, so but that's not important. The woods kind of represent confinement and isolation at the same time, because you're confined by the trees around you, but you're isolated in the woods by yourself. And we're expecting some, again, good visuals here, like looking up at the trees, the use of framing, including trees and stuff, so that should be good. Also, the time of year we're in, the trees, a lot of them will either be dead or certainly without leaves. So this, again, sort of suits the mood of the video. So it's quite a lot of stuff we can experiment with in the woods. Callum, why don't you talk about a location we didn't use?
We didn't use Ilkley Moor. We thought that it would be too similar to Malham, and even though Malham's really far away, Ilkley Moor's really close. So why didn't we go to Ilkley Moor, you may ask? But we thought really going to Malham would achieve a few things. One, it's a much nicer location. The iconic stone pavement at Malham Cove we thought would be great to use in the video.
Especially in black and white.
Yeah, especially in black and white. And we kind of thought to ourselves that going to Ilkley Moor would be too easy, and that going to Malham would be a challenge.
Yeah, and an opportunity for us to grow as filmmakers.
Yeah, and it was also, we're hoping it's also going to be a quite nice, fun day out.
Yeah.
So they're all the locations that we've looked at, but there's a few locations we haven't looked at. Like, we don't even know if they're going to be locations yet. But basically, our idea is this character moving from the house to the bridge. We're hoping of getting some locations to tie them in. Really, what we're hoping to do is, while we're out shooting in Leeds and Otley and Burley, we're going to go try and find some nice locations to use. We're hoping again for a very kind of industrial,
dirty urban area.
Yeah.
There's plenty of in Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Dirty and urban.
So really, we're gonna have a look around. So that's all from us.
Yeah. Yes.
Very much.
We'll keep you posted.
Cheers.
Woo! Right.
Talking to cameras.